Hey everyone, it's Mello again, and I'm back with another video. I'm not going to do the whole intro and outro with this video because this is very serious topic, as if nothing else in this world that's been going on right now has been serious. There's a lot of other topics that I need to use this platform to talk about, but I've just seen how some YouTubers that are POC, where they have spoken up about, BLM community, to where their videos get demonetized or taken down because it's seen as like hate speech, and it's like, it's not hate speech. It's like literally all these social media accounts, besides Twitter honestly, but majority of the social media accounts right now are really trying their best to shut everyone up. And a lot of people right now are going on and minding their own damn business when a lot of shit is going on right now, to where enough is enough, and we have to speak up and stand up together as a group of people, or nothing will change. So the topic that I want to talk about today is the whole, oh my god, I hate to even say this, but the whole Wayfair trafficking scandal. And I've looked into this. I recently saw this maybe a couple of hours ago, and I'm looking at it, and it's like, it's disgusting, it's crazy, and it makes me believe that if Wayfair is doing it, then other companies are doing it too. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's about this whole scandal right now, which I don't think it's a scandal at all. I believe it, and I definitely believe it when Wayfair has deleted its ads about these cabinets and pillows and stuff. That's for outrageous prices, mind you. And two, because their reasoning behind the prices and the names is it was a technical issue, but it's just like, it can't be a technical issues when it's coincidentally the same name as the person who's missing, or the children, and it's like some of the kids that was missing from ICE is also included in this too. It's crazy. I will definitely be putting down, the receipts. I'll be posting pictures either here whenever I talk about them, and I will definitely be inputting some clips that I have found as well, because there's a clip from TikTok that has been taken down. I don't use TikTok. TikTok takes your personal information and sell it, and they can see your messages. I don't fuck with TikTok. I tell people this and they don't listen, they still use it. And people still use TikTok when they're trying to shut us up. I don't understand it. Why support a company where we speak up about Wayfair's trafficking scandals that's going on right now, and you have the audacity to take it down? Same thing as BLM, Black Lives Matter. They posted, events that was going on during the whole, I think it was in New York, where cops was just running people over while they're peacefully protesting. And it's just like, where was that same energy when all these people was in your face about, oh, reopen the state, we want to go out, we want to do this, XYZ. But then when we're out here peacefully protesting, you're going to sit here and run us over with fucking cars, and TikTok want to take that shit down? I don't see Twitter doing that shit. Twitter don't take nothing down. Twitter will take the company down. And I know that Trump wants to ban TikTok, and to be honest, I would not blame him for banning it, because TikTok ain't helping us. They're not helping us at all. Like, you're taking out all our videos that have all this evidence, and you want to take that shit down for what? Why do you want to protect these companies for? It makes no sense. So the whole Wayfair scandal is that they are selling cabinets and also pillows for outrageous prices, around maybe like $10,000, $12,000, $15,000. I think pillows was going like $9.99. Did I even say that right? Yeah, I think I said $9.99. Yeah, so like $9,000, $999. So there's this whole thing about, the name of the cabinets. And I've noticed, and it kind of upsets me, that a lot of men are not speaking up about this topic at all. I have not seen a men's video about this. If there is, please drop a link and then I'll include it in the description. But I haven't seen any men talk up about this whole situation besides the guy on TikTok. But I haven't seen many men speaking about this. It's like, yeah, sure, majority of the people that are involved are missing girls, but it's like, it can be your brother. It can be your little sister. You need to speak up about this. Don't brush it underneath the rug. It's July. Every single month in 2020, something happened brand new. Like, Kobe died. Who else? Recently, the lady from Glee, she died as well. Like, she turned up missing. Whole COVID-19 happened. Then there's this whole, Wayfair scandal that's going on right now. What else is happening in the world? The whole ICE going on. Black Lives Matter is still going on, even though it's not trending as much, which it should be trending right now. That happened. It's a lot that's going on in 2020 in the first half of the year. And to enter July with the whole Wayfair scandal with sex trafficking for children it's fucking disgusting. And they don't really have a way to justify themselves because, they have the names of these people. And I'll include the pictures up here. And they have the names of these peoples and these cabinets, and like their reasoning for the cabinets is like industrial structure, but it doesn't make any sense. They have the same names as the people that are missing. And then on top of that, I don't think many people touch about this, but it's the same picture of the same cabinet for multiple people's names, basically. So it's like, oh, here's the cabinet, and it looks exactly the same as this cabinet. There's different names. It has both 5 shelves, but why is one $13,000 and the other only $10,000? The other's only $11,000, or maybe even more than that. They're not the same prices, but they're the exact same thing. And then coincidentally, the exact same spelling at missing people this year. And it drives me up the wall that, people are literally brushing some of this stuff under the rug because they don't care. And there's a lot of insensitive people out there, which is, terrible. But it's like, this should take off more than it should. Because this is a serious thing. If this big company is doing it, other companies are doing it too. I've seen a post, I will insert the picture, where they talk about Amazon, and you really need to pay close attention to certain Amazon products when it involves names, because Amazon may be into it too. Because it doesn't make any sense. And a lot of like reviews you have to pay attention to as well, because like some of the reviews don't be making sense on what they bought. It's like, what do you mean? Like you see like the disconnect. It doesn't make sense. So I don't understand why Wayfair is basically getting bombarded with messages. I will not be surprised if they disable comments on YouTube and possibly Instagram as well. But it's not going to stop people from flooding your DMs through Twitter, through Instagram, through Facebook Messenger. It just brings a lot of awareness right now, and we need to really get together and we need to stand up, because at the end of the day, if our little brother or sister goes missing, if your little brother or sister goes missing, and you see Wayfair, let's say that your brother's name is like a very unique name that hardly anyone has, and out of nowhere you go on Wayfair and you see a cabinet for sale with the exact same spelling and being sold for like $15,000, but then you see this whole other cabinet that looks exactly the same, nothing different, a completely different name, but only for $10,000. It's gonna rise the question of like, oh fuck, maybe this company is the one that has stole my brother or stole my little sister and selling them off. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. And when I'm not going to say that they're doing it, but I'm not going to say that they're not doing it. But the thing that gets me the most, because when I've worked in retail for the last 5 years, and during my retail experience, it's just like the one thing I focus the most on is money laundering. And if anybody knows anything, if you're trying to get a sugar daddy, those little sugar daddy like bots or whatever you get on Snapchat or do text message or do those text messaging apps, those people get you to transfer money to your account, put the money on a gift card, and then what happens? The check usually bounce back or whatever, or it's a way for the bank to not be able to trace the transaction. So my thing is, I think Wayfair has all their transactions done online for these cabinets for like $10,000, these pillows for $10,000. I honestly believe they do it through the website so it cannot be traced, because it will go down under these people's stuff like as personal expenses or like supplies / personal expenses, because it's a cabinet or whatever. It's like, let's say they sold a desk with somebody's name that's actually the same name as somebody who's missing for $10,000. And the person who buys it is just like, okay, cool, it's online, I can use my credit card, or they can take that money and use Bitcoin. I don't know if Wayfair does Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is also known as a huge fraudulent thing as well for money laundering. So they're doing all these transactions online through their website, and it makes sense of like, okay, there's no way to trace this, because you can't. And especially if it's secured and encrypted, there's no way for you to trace it. So I think people really need to pay attention. I really think more men need to speak about this, because it can't be only females, it's also males too. So it's just like we all need to speak up for all of the girls and boys that are out there. They're only 14 or either younger. They could be 18. It can be adults as well. It doesn't matter. They can be black, white, purple, green. These are still people, and they're sitting here getting sold into sex trafficking. And when a company like this big, that now is getting this huge scandal about it, and now people are coming up with some evidence right now, it brings a lot of awareness, and you have to remind yourself, this could be your friend, this could be your sibling, this can be your own mother. We need to speak up more about this. We need to come together as a group of people and put an end to this. And I feel like a lot of YouTube videos possibly may be taken down because of this, because they may see it as like hate speech or false assumptions, whatever, because Facebook does that as well. Facebook will take your post down and look at it, it's like, oh, this is false or whatever. And I don't think that a lot of news channels will be talking about this, even though they should. But I think if any news channel does pick this up, it will be CNN or Fox News, and people won't believe it because they are known for fake news anyways. So it's just like, if they put that shit on there, people are not going to believe it. They're like, okay, well, Fox and CNN, they always be giving out false information. Why should we believe this? When literally you got all the evidence in your face. All the evidence. I honestly believe 0 news companies will be talking about this. And it has been 24 hours, and I have not seen a damn thing on the news. And I mean, if it is on the news, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's on the news somewhere else, like in a different side of the world. I have a friend who lives in Turkey. They see a lot of things that happen in America, and we don't see, like, they will talk about topics that we don't even know about. Because a lot of the topics that they will send me, they will be like, oh, did you hear about this? I'm like, no. It's like, well, it's on the news down here. I'm like, it's not on the news down here anywhere, because we're too focusing on mainly Trump and his dumb shit that he's doing right now. Like, there's a lot of shit right now, and this is only part 1 of all the shit that's going on. Like, in my next video, I'll definitely be making the topic of being about Black Lives Matter, because he made this whole interview about how he's just like, well, if black people don't get under control, we will just go back how it was. And I was like, what do you mean? We ain't about to go back to no slavery. Absolutely not. Who? It's like, you need to be out here checking these companies that are selling these children and these people for money. You need to check these people. And instead, you over here tweeting fake news every 5 seconds that you get. Like, you're all over Twitter. You're trying to take down TikTok. Like, you're not focusing on the big picture. You're really not. You're not focusing on the big picture at all, and I don't understand how you are a leader of America if you cannot focus on that. How are you a leader when all you do is be on Twitter talking about fake news, retweeting bullshit, talking about bullshit, and now there's evidence of you, you know, you might be included in all this shit. I mean, maybe that's why Trump won't even speak about it, because he has his own allegations right now that's going on with women the younger age that, you know, that has been sexually abused by him. So there's a lot of shit that's going on right now, and I definitely think more men needs to be speaking about this. It should not only be females, it needs to be men too. We are not about to brush this under the rug. Like, this could be yourself. Like, men, step up, speak about this. You can make a video, you can retweet it, you can post about it, do something about it. Just don't sit there and just brush it under the rug. It's just like, and that's why when it comes to men, it's just like, it can be disgusting, because men, they really do brush a lot of shit under the rug, because I think maybe because majority of them grow up in this mindset of like, oh wow, so we need to be, we need to be more insensitive towards things, because maybe most men, but they grow up in that household like, okay, you're not supposed to cry, you're not supposed to do this, blah 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 blah, to where they grow up very insensitive. And, you know, a lot of men do like end up cheating and being unfaithful. Not all, but a lot of them do. It's just like a lot of ads for video games and stuff that you see now is like men or women cheating on each other or whatever, and it's just like, we need to stop that. We need to stop that. Y'all need to show some advertisement about what's going on right now. We need to show some advertisement about men speak up. Like, we see all these women speaking up. The women stood up for us black men. Why can't we stand up for our, you know, our sisters? We need to stand up for them, period. There's no ifs, there's no ands, there's no buts. A woman is no less than a man. We need to stand up, we need to talk about this, we need to spread it. We have the receipts, we have the evidence, you know, and all we're waiting for now is Wayfair's explanation about this. That's literally all we're waiting for. How are you going to explain this? How? I would love to know how. You deleting ads, you deleted all the cabinets, you're telling people that it's a technical issue. It's like, it's not a technical issue. It's not. And especially when it comes to the pillows. And then especially, I will insert a picture over here about the baby book. And it's just like, that's kind of sus, like getting sus vibes from that too. It's like, why is this baby book being sold for like $10,000, $13,000? Why? For what? And why is it called New Baby? That I forget the name, but it's like New Baby something. Why is it named that? And why are you selling it for over $10,000? Why is it worth that much? So I just want more people, especially men, to speak up more about this. I'll see y'all next video. I'll definitely be talking about Black Lives Matter. This topic here was just kind of hard to talk about, because I do have 4 younger sisters, I do have 3 younger brothers, and I wouldn't want this shit to happen to them. And we definitely, as a group of people, need to stand up, and we need to speak about stuff that's going on in the world. And we just go from there. It's halfway through 2020, and more shit has happened. But every month we get stronger, and they cannot stop all of us if we all stand up together. We got this as people. If we can stand up during our Black Lives Matter and do the riots and do the protesting, we can definitely do it for this sex trafficking that's going on right now. And I'll see y'all next time on my next video about Black Lives Matter. Is there any other topics that y'all want me to talk about? If it's trending on Twitter and I missed it, comment it below. I'll research it. I'll do my best to do the research on it, and I'll make a video about that as well. All right? So I'll see y'all next time. Bye.